afternoon, students. This lesson is going to cover how do I calculate my GPA. Actually, it's only about my college GPA. Mr. Sorga is going to show you a pretty cool website where you could calculate both college and high school GPA. High school GPA is a little trickier, and that's why you will be referred to the website. So the one that I'm going to teach you today is how to calculate it manually, or of course you could use a calculator if you need to. So we have a volunteer student who was kind enough to share her banner with us, and our student is a senior, and she's actually attending UTEP this semester. So she was able to get her EPCC GPA greater than a 3.0. So for that reason, she was able to receive the UTEP scholarship. Now for next year, there is a rumor that that requirement might increase to a 3.5. So please, students, be aware of that, and there's never too early to start caring about your GPA. So the first thing to know is the name of your class and the credits that that class gives you. So, for example, one thing to find that out is to log into your banner, and then you will go to Student Services and Financial Aid. From there, you will click on Student Records, and then you can look at your academic transcript. Here, you can print O levels or just the credit ones. If you were to leave it at all levels, for example, some of you took a babysitting class when you were 12, it might show up there. Or maybe you took a gymnastics or a basketball course when you were in elementary school. So those will show up there. So if you just want your credit courses, you just click there. And now here, we're covering here the student's name for security reasons. And we're also covering here her name and ID. Even though she said she didn't care, she's proud of her grades. So, oops. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the grades. And so, we can erase this here now. So let's see, if we take the first semester, for example, and you can see that when the students started, biology used to be only one course. And you could see that the student had biology 1406 and 1300. Now, I would like to do an example for our current freshman, sophomore, and junior students. So I'm going to go back. And let's say that we have a student who has taken biology 1306 and also taken the lab, which the course number is 1106, and also a student taken education 1300. So let's see what each number represents. Well, the first number represents the level. So if the course starts with a 1, that means that this is a freshman college level course. So if your course starts with a 2, such as, let's say, biology 2420, that is anatomy 1, this will be considered a sophomore level course. When you move to a 4-year university, such as UTEP, you might take courses that start with a 3, so that will be a junior level, or courses that start with a 4, and so that will be a senior level course. So right here at EPCC, we only have freshman level courses and sophomore level courses. So what about the second number? That's the one that you should be very attentive to. So that number is going to tell you the credit hours that you will earn per course. So the biology course, the lecture part gives you 3 credits. The biology lab gives you 1 credit. And the education 1300 will give you 3 credits. Now we're going to save those numbers for later. Now we're going to talk about quality points, how quality points are related to your grade. Quality points are distributed as follows. For an A, you will receive 4 quality points. For a B, you will receive 3 quality points. For a C, you will receive 2 quality points. For a D, you will receive 1 quality point. And for an F, you will receive 0 quality points. Now, of course, to calculate your GPA, we need to know your final grade, not your final day, although that's the day when you receive your final grades. So, final grade. Now, let's make up some grades for the student. So, let's say that the student got a B in the biology lecture. The student got an A in biology lab. That happens. And then in education 1300, the student wasn't so lucky and got a C. Okay, I made a little mistake here. I meant to put a C. Okay, now we're going to use our conversion. And we know that a B will give us 3 quality points. An A will give us 4 quality points, and a C will give us 2 quality points. Okay, now we need to consider the number of credit hours. So here what I'm going to do is multiply biology lecture was worth 3 credit hours. Biology lab was worth 1 credit hour. And education 1300 was worth 3 credit hours. So if we multiply those numbers, we will get 9, 4, and 6. So we're going to add those numbers, and we will obtain 19. And the question comes again, but what is my GPA? Well, the GPA is going to be calculated by dividing your quality points divided by the attempted hours. So what were the attempted hours again? Well, that will be a 3 plus a 1 plus a 3. So the number of attempted hours were 7, and the number of quality points were 19. And so we all know that 19 over 7 is 2.71. I did that in my head. I'm just kidding. I just used a calculator. And we should also know that this is in a scale, in a 4.0 scale. Now let's look at your banner again, your transcript. And so you could, if you look at your transcript, you can see that every semester your academic standing could change. It could be affected by having low grades. You could be put on probation and then on suspension. So what we're going to do is just use this example to calculate the GPA of the student back in the fall of 2015. So Banner actually has everything for you. It has those quality points that I was talking about. So those quality points are calculated by considering the amount of credits, that was a 3, times the quality points that you get with a C. And remember, the conversion is every A gives you 4, every B gives you 3, every C gives you 2, and every D gives you 1. We don't need to talk about S because you should not be getting those. So with a C, it's a 2. C equals to a 2. So 3 times 2, and that equals to 6. Now for the next one, a C equals 2. This was also a 3-credit class. So they multiplied 3 times 2, and that's how they got the 6 here. Now, next class, Pre-Cal 1, is also a 3-credit class. The student got a B, and that is equivalent to 3 points. So the number of credits times 3, and that is 9. Then we have for human sexuality, a 3. A 3 is equivalent to 4 quality points. I'm sorry, not a 3. An A is equivalent to 4 quality points. So we multiply the 4 quality points times the number of credits of the class, and that gives us 12. And the final class, Human Growth and Development, 3-credit class. And the quality points for getting an A is 4. And that's how they got 12. Now, if you add all of these numbers, 12 plus 12, that would be 24, plus 6 is 30, plus 6 is 36, plus 9, that is 45. So you can see that 45 here, and this is per semester. So this is the current term. This is only for her semester. Now you can see here the number of attempted hours. Those were 15. Let's review, how do you get those? To get the attempted hours, you add all the credits of your classes. So it will be a 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, or 5 times 3, right? So that will give us the 15 attempted hours. So now how do they calculate the GPA? They divided for this semester the quality points, which were 45, right here, divided by the attempted hours, which were 15. And if you divide that, it will be 3.0 or 3.00. Now, you guys notice on the second row, we have the cumulative GPA. And so the cumulative GPA will be calculated by doing that, but for every single semester. So the same process will apply, all this multiplication, and addition, and then division. So the total of quality points, you know how to quality points, they come from here, and they get multiplied by the number of credit hours. And the attempted hours will be, for the cumulative GPA, will be every single class that the student attempted to take, including the ones that were failing courses. Now, when you go to UTEP, you're going to start with a blank slate. You're not going to have to worry about your GPA, but your grades will always be in your transcript. It doesn't matter what university you transfer from, you transfer your credits from, those grades will always be there. The numerical, not the numerical, the alphabetical grade. The quality points will not be calculated toward your GPA, but the letter will still be there, and they do look very elegant. Now let's look at the final, well, not final, but overall GPA. So that will be her cumulative for the whole time the student was a student at UCC. She attempted a total of 63 credit hours, and her quality points were 191. So to calculate the GPA, it was 191 divided by 63. And if you divide that, it will be 3.03, which is right here. Thank you for watching the video.